Hello everyone, I'm Zishansha and welcome to Z Interactive Premium tutorial of Retro Television creating in Substance Designer. Now in this lesson we will create some vents at the back of the television here. So what I'm going to do is that first of all I will take this first layer here and let's leave that one here and let's work on the other part. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think I need that blue up back layer or that layer one. I'll just check where I will put it. I will start with the layer. I will just remove this. I added this temporarily for the opacity. I don't need that. So let's see where we can put. So here I will put a shape. Okay. And this shape I will put it on top here so it will be organized well. And here what I will do is that I'll add a transform to it and I will connect both of these together and I'll use absolute no tiling and then I will add a blend node here and connect both of these, the shaft that I created before for the fuse, and then I will add them here and I'll push this a little bit away. I'll remove this small connector there and now with the help of transform I'll reduce the size of this. So let's make it more smaller. And what I will do is that I will create a small gap under the fuse. This will act like, like a normal shaft. Usually it's on the television at the back just for packaging or moving sort of things. So that I will try to put it there. First I will try to mimic the same size. Okay. It would be better if you can copy paste the existing fuse shaft and then move it, but that's okay. Manually do that. I'll put this down a bit here. Make it smaller. Okay. And that's fine. And what I will do here is that I will push this a little bit down so I can have more space on the top. And these are overlapping, so I will put these down as well because I don't want them to overlap, otherwise it will be hard for me to guess where's what. Just arrange them nicely so there is no issue in future. Okay, put these down there. Always try to organize your nodes because when they get messy, it will be hard to work on because nodes usually are messy. Just trying to arrange them nicely so I can have more space on the top so I can create vents, and I'll put the vents on the top here. So I'll add a blend node here, and I'm not creating a vent. I'm not creating vents right now. I'm just creating shafts for one. You can see this gap here, this hole that I created under the transfuse. That is just a normal one. And I will just, I'll just remove this shape. I will use the same shape there because that's what I needed. And I will use the same shape and use and copy paste that transform, and then connect into this new blend. Okay, put this on the top here. Okay, I don't need that blend. I will remove that blend and put it here. So I'll try to arrange it so it looks nicer. Like organized instead of nicer is not a good choice of word, like organized. Okay, now I'll take this one and pull this down. Now this one I will use add. This will act like a shaft, or you can say a inset for sticker. So sticker will go inside here. So usually at the back of the at the back of your like television, usually you have like insets for stickers, the stickers that are cautionary stickers or information stickers. So it's too deep. I will add a level to this, and I will reduce this one, the level amount of it. Okay, even more I have to do that. Let's go to the input values here. I can manually input the values. Okay, that's fine. Okay, getting there. I will arrange the top parts here. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Okay, this looks good. I will try to put the levels there, move it. And make this one also not that deep. So I'll input the value, the one 0.02 maybe. Let's see. Or let's change it to something else. Maybe 0.025. Okay. And I'll make it a little sharper, not too sharp, a little sharper. Oops. That's good. Okay. So a normal inset there and one inset for the stickers. Okay, so this looks better. So I will dock this as well, just like the one I did it before, so that there will be no issues. Now I will go back to the layer 1, and on the layer 1 what I will do is that I will, let's see, let's see where I can put the new shaft here. So I will add a blend node here. Okay, choose add. Okay, and put it here somewhere so I can have more space. Now here I will add a shape node. Square, I will use it. Put somewhere here. Add transform 2D, and this transform 2D I want it to be without any sort of tile. So I'll go to the tiling mode, absolute, no tiling, and I will connect this one to the blend. Okay, and this blend I want it to be blending mode subtract. So I have to adjust the size of it. So I can put do it where it should be. So I'll just double click on the blend and then single click on the transform so I can see what's going on. And here I want this. Okay. So here I can add a like inset or a gap or big hole or shaft, whatever you want to call it. And here I will put the pins and other stuff. I will just find the right position where it should go. Okay, I'm trying to find the good position there. Okay, so I will put them aside. And let's see, let's add another blend node here. I can take these two and copy this transform. Oops. And put this one here, this one here, and shift click on and put one on the output, the previous one on the output. Then I will move this one on the side. Okay, like here somewhere. This will be for the sticker. I'll add one sticker on the side. So there will be two stickers, one on the top, one and one on the bottom, one on the layer 2, one on the layer 1. So this is the layer 1 sticker. But I need a level node here so I can control its depth. Okay, and one level down. I'll just try to find a right depth here. This is a sticker shaft, so it should not be that deep. So 0.01, that's fine. Okay, can play with the top values here to make it a little sharper. And then for this bottom part, so I will dock that, press D and dock it, and I will do the same with the bottom one, but this have to be a little deeper because it's a inset for the pins and other stuff that we have. Okay, and I'll just add my normal value. I will add it here. Okay, 0.06 looks fine. And I will dock this one as well. Press D on your keyboard and it will dock there so you can have more space to work on. And I will dock these also, D, and I will move this here. I have more space now. Okay, now I will add another blend node here. Shift, move this to this one. And move this here on the background. And add another shape node. Put this shape node with the transform to D with no tiling. Oops. Absolute no tiling. And connect this to the foreground. Now I have to use subtract here. Take this transform to D, make it smaller, and then after that I'll decide where it should go. Let's double click it here, single click it. Oops, what I'm doing. Okay, let's use add for now, then double click it here, single click on the transform 2D, or let's eyeball it. So I'm making a tiny shafts here because usually on the television back you have some of these for no reasons. I don't know what, like, why they are there. I used to have a very old like television that had it, and I always try to guess why it is there. I don't know what's reason they have it there. It's just like there. Okay, so I will add a mirror grayscale node here so that it will duplicate it to the other side of it, because I need two of these. So I will use the X mirror X axis X, and I will just change the axis here. Let's see. Okay, it's coming closer. Okay, somewhere here. Maybe I will use 0.5. No, that's too much. 0.0, 0.05, 0.6. No. Okay, 0.64. So this is what happens when you use a higher height value here. So you have you will use a lot of decimals and a lot of fine values here. Okay, it's fine. On the 2D you can see that the gap is more, like it's a lot, but on 3D it looks like different. This is because on 3D you can see that it is on the shaft, but on 2D it is not on the shaft. So that you have to keep in mind when you're changing this. So I'm just trying to get a nicer value here. Okay. Keep your eyes on the 3D view instead of 2D view right now, because the result will be unpredicted. It will be a little different. So I'm looking at the 3D while I'm changing the settings. Okay, so now it looks fine. I will take this transform 2D and everything and add here levels, because this is too deep and I don't want it to be that deep. I will just change this value here. And okay. Trying to make it sharper as well, and let's see where it looks fine. I'm just changing the values so that till we get the right amount. Okay, so looks fine now. Okay, so what I will do here is that I will just move these a little bit far apart so that we can create okay, these shafts we can make it a little bit taller so I can move it, because I want to create the vents just on the just over the layer 1. Okay, so I will just move this whole frame here, and these I will pull it down by pressing Alt and creating a connector there. Or let's do one thing, let's make this bigger. I don't want to create in another frame. I'll just move them apart so I can have more space down there so I can create my vents there. Let's put this here. Let's remove this. Okay. Just arrange them nicely so we can have more space on the top. So I will put this, I'll move this little apart. Move these on the top. And what I will do here is that I will add a new shape node. And scale it, the axes of it and y-axis of it. Like it will be a single vent. So that's what I'm trying to make here. And I will use blur HQ to make it a little softer from the corners, like curved from corners, and that's what I want. I will add blend levels here. I can make it a little sharper. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, but it's have to do some tweaks here. Let's move it on the left side, then we'll decide what to do. I will add a blend node here and just move these down here, or move these here and these down so we can have nice arrangement. Okay, I will dock all of these so I can have more space. Okay, and I will just arrange them more. I'll put these here, and this one I will add a transform 2D to it and connect here. Absolute, no tiling, and I will go on this blend node and I will use subtract. Okay, and I'll reduce the size of this. And you can see that's appearing now on the bottom part. So reduce even more size of it. And you can see that's there. Okay, so subtract, I don't know what's the issue, why the subtract isn't working. Let's do one thing here. Let's take this, disconnect it, remove this blend from here, keep these away, and add a blend here. Okay, and then this I will, oops, I don't think that will work. Let's put it after this, after these, instead of before. I'll put it after here. Okay, yeah, move these as well apart, and here I will use blend. Okay, put it here, connect it to this. Okay, now you can see it's there. Subtract. Okay, I will take this, move it. Now it's working. Before the subtract wasn't working because I was putting in the wrong order. So orders are really important. So you have to make sure you're using the right order. And I will just change the size of this vent that I created. It's too thick, so I have to make it a little thinner. Okay. So I'll change the values here just to make it thinner. 0.005 y and 0.5 x. Okay, looks a little better. So I will reduce the depth of it from the levels, because in the end we will add an opacity mask to it, so don't worry about that. But now, right now, I have to do these changes here. So what I will do here is that let's see, I can do. Let's make it a little bit more sharper, or let's do one thing. Let's make it sharper first. Okay, let's get the right value from it. Okay, so I will take this, put it somewhere here. And I will add let's add a blend node here. Or let's do one thing. Let's make it a tile, like let's put a tile generator here. Okay. And let's move this apart. This should go in the pattern 1 input in the tile generator, and I will use let's see, where is the pattern? Oops, where it is. It's okay. Here it is, pattern input. I will choose the pattern input there. And let's see how much of y and x amount I needed. Where it's gone? Oh, it's gone there on the side. So I have to keep the x amount to. Let's go back. Let's go to the size, scale it up a little bit so we can see where it is. Okay, let's remove this from here right now, and disconnect it directly here, and connect this one to the foreground. Okay. Sorry, to the pattern input, not the transform, because that is coming out of levels, and levels are too dark, and you will not be able to see that. So connect it before the levels instead of after the levels. Okay, now the shape, I think I have changed the shape to paraboloid, but let's first fix this, then we'll change the shape back to brick or square, whatever it was. Okay, so x amount or y amount, let's see how many we needed. But then I think then should be fine. But let's see. And I will go to the transform 2D, move it down. I think 10 is a lot. It should not be that much. But let's see. And let's change this from 10 to 6. Okay. Now here I will change this the height of this. Okay, and width of it. Just keep in mind this is paraboloid, it's not square. So, but let's change the width and height and then we'll decide what to do. Okay, let's change from here instead of doing it from the transform 2D, the size. Okay. Now in the tile generator, let's see what we can fix here. So let's change the shape back to square. Okay. And play with the settings more, like change it to X, like change X to lower value, 0.35, or let's change to 0.4. Now go back to levels and try to change the levels as well from the top so it will become a little bit sharper. Okay, so I'll go back to my transform 2D here, the vent. And I will decrease the size of it. And try to put it where it suits. Let's squeeze it also, because I don't want that gap. So let's add, let's do one thing, let's make a space for it. Let's create a graph of this vents here. I will make a graph of the existing vents to reduce the space there. Now I will go inside the vents, output node here. I'll go back to my retro television graph. And where I was, yeah, here. So I will remove all these from here and bring the vents, single vent, put it here. Okay, so I will add now a mirror grayscale to it. And I will change the axis to Y. And I will try to work with the offset. Yep, here. Okay. That's much more better. Okay, so as we went inside the vents and when we came out, so there's no height, so I will change the height to 95 again. So let's move all these here so we can have more space. Let's reduce the size of this frame. I take all these, pull them here as well. Okay, put this down, pull these down as well, these also. Now on the back layer 2, I will do the same thing. I will increase the frame size so I can have more space to work. And what I'm going to do is that just take all these and these as well, these two, and these small connectors also, these one too. Whenever you go off the screen, just press F on your keyboard to frame it, because sometimes just what happened right now is like I was zoomed out, then I pressed F to come back here. Okay, so now I have enough space here. So I will dock these. And put this one wherever it looks better. Okay, now here I will add a blend node. And I will take these vents from here, connect it, what I did. Connect it on the in the foreground of the blend node, and change this blend node to subtract. Okay, now this I will move it with my transform. And here I got it. I'll just move it right where it belongs. Okay, to the sides. Okay. Now what I will do here is that I will just pull this piece apart here, and I will add a mirror grayscale. And I will use both X and Y, but first let's see which one I will use it here. I will use X so it can create the same thing on the other side. Oops, it went to the right on the edge. So just bring it back. So let's see which value looks much more better, whatever gives a better result. Okay. So now what I will do is that I will create another mirror grayscale. And this time I will use Y. and I will mirror it down. I'll change the values here. Let's see where it goes. If your opacity, if your levels are too low, so it's a little hard to see in the 2D viewport. But still, I will do some tricks here. Okay, yeah, it's coming now. Oops, that's too much. So as you can see, if you add a lot of height, and that's why your decimal value matters a lot. Okay, so I'm just looking for the right position. Let's add a transform 2D afterwards also so that we can control it. But let's change node to node tiling, both of these. Node tiling. And I can fully move it down. Okay. Slide, oops. Down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'll add a blend node here. And change it to add so I can see what's going on. And what I will do is that I will take one of these. Okay. So let's see which one. Let's take this transform 2D, copy this, paste it. And this one as well, the mirror. I will mirror it and add another transform 2D there. So this transform 2D is to move the whole thing. And I will use no tiling. And I will move this on the other side here. Somewhere here. So that between these two vents, I will put a sticker there. Okay, I'll move it here. Okay, so I have this space here now. So here I will put another sticker or anything, or leave it as it is. I don't want to put anything there. It looks better without anything there. So asymmetrical style, not symmetrical. Because usually this is how television is from the back. So let's stock all these. So we can have more space in case you want to work. I'll take these only and pull them here. This one as well. Put this here. And I'll take these as well, put it here somewhere. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yep, better. Now, what we need is like an opacity mask for all these shafts that we create here. Let's go one by one to do all these. This is the bottom one. That's not what I need. Okay, basically what I need is the one for the stickers and the vents for the opacity mask. When we will create our opacity output, we will add those vents to those. For that purpose, I need it. Okay. I'll take this vents and use my levels. Okay, so all the way push it to extreme right side so we can have the whole thing as white. But be careful that don't overdo it. And let's add a comment here. But first let's move to the other side here. Let's fix this. And then in the end, we'll add comments to all of it. Take this vent. Let's move this apart so we can have more space. Okay. Right here. So move all the way here. So now this is fine. So let's see where it looks good. I think what I will do here is make a common vents opacity mask. So I will create a blend node out of that. I will take this one, this mirror from here. Okay. Put this in the foreground. Use add this blending node, and then I will add and then I will add a levels here. I'll work with the I'll play with the levels here, and now you can see everything is getting back there. Instead of creating individual, we can create the whole thing by itself. So I hope you have learned something from this lesson, and thanks a lot for becoming a member of my premium plan. And thanks a lot everyone for joining this lesson. I'm really thankful to you all for supporting me, and I hope to receive your support continuously. I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos but not have subscribed to my channel yet. So please subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon so you can receive all the notifications I'm about to create. And if you have liked my video, so please hit the like button. And if you have any queries or questions, then please leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer them as soon as possible. And one request I have, and that is I have noticed that some of the viewers do not watch my videos online and instead they download them. So please, if anyone is doing that and you find someone doing this, then please stop them, because this will never help me to get my hardware paid off and it will demotivate me. So I don't want to stop making tutorials for you all. Therefore, help me to get new subscriber. I will take off now, and take care guys till we meet in the next class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning on Z Interactive, your own training institute.